What's up guys, Spin Firearms here, and today we're going to be comparing two awesome firearms. One being the Springfield Armory Hellcat Pro, the newest offering from Springfield Armory when it comes to the Hellcat line. Absolutely love this thing, 15+1 setup. Versus the SIG Sauer P365XL build that I'm working on. I added this and this so far, but I'm going to be adding a new trigger blade, a new, mag release, slide stop, new barrel, new slide, and I'm going to be building another SIG. So stay tuned. It's going to be a full series on me building the perfect SIG that I actually really like. Now, before we get started, hit the like button, drop a comment down below, subscribe. Tell me what you carried today, what kind of holster, what kind of defensive ammo. Anything helps. You can also hit the super thanks button if you think I'm putting in the work and I deserve something. You can also do the Cash App. It all helps the channel, and I put it all back into the channel to bring you guys good content, to bring knowledge, to bring stuff that I learned to you guys, reliable parts, awesome firearms, and stuff like that. So please support the channel. It means the most to me. Now, Springfield Armory Hellcat Pro. When I bought it, I knew I was going to love it because I had the three original Hellcats. Between those three, I have 12,000 rounds from not a single issue. This Hellcat right here actually has over 1,000 rounds of steel ammo through it, not a single hiccup. I even bought an extra barrel for it because of all the trauma I put it through during the COVID period of the panic buying and when you could only buy steel ammo. But one thing I love about the Springfield Armory Hellcat Pro that a lot of other firearms don't have is they have this double feed ramp. If you can see in there, you have your barrel's feed ramp and you have a backup feed ramp. So if your round decides to take a nosedive, it hits that backup and bounces right back up into the chamber, preventing a malfunction. And that is huge. I think that's crucial to Springfield Armory Hellcat's success. On top of that, they use amazing magazines made by Springfield Armory, so shout out to them. The Hellcat Pro is a 15+1 polymer striker fired handgun. Now, let's show you that trigger real quick, now that we already showed it's clear. A great defensive trigger, and in my opinion, a great defensive trigger is a trigger that's not too light, it's not too long, but it's also not too short. And I want it to be crisp and audible and predictable. And that's everything the Hellcat Pro trigger is. I shoot this thing just as good as my Glock 19, even though it is a bit lighter. Now, right out of the box, it comes with good texturing, a great trigger like we just talked about, night sights, a tritium front sight with a yellow outline and a white outline U-notch rear. Comes optics ready, comes with that Springfield Armory finish that never wears away, never rusts, never has too many issues. Comes with a rail, you can throw a Streamlight TLR7 on it. Just a good ergonomic feeling handgun in the hand, fits like a glove. It also has memory pads. I always talk about this. Memory pad here to keep your thumb there to help fight some of the recoil. It's not going to make a big difference, but it does help you fight a little bit of recoil, pushing against the force that is pushing this way. You have something to get a little leverage pushing forward. And on this side, you use that memory pad as keeping your finger off the trigger. Your mind will now associate this pad with, okay, my finger is in the right spot until I'm ready to pull that trigger. That's why I love memory pads. Yes, it's made in Croatia. Yes, it's made by HS product and then branded as Springfield Armory. But there's nothing wrong with that because all my XDs, XDMs, XDSs, and Hellcats have been 100% reliable. And between all of them, I have over 30,000 rounds for all my Springfields. Not a single hiccup. Not even the slightest malfunction or failure. They're as reliable as can be. People just like to hate on them. The takedown is super easy, field strip super easy to learn the internals of this firearm. Oh yeah, let's compare the size. 15+1 on the right, 12+1 on the left. Length, both about 3.7-inch barrels, so very similar. Similar in width. Overall profile, about the same. But this is a SIG P365XL build that I'm working on. I'm working on an XL build and an X build. And so far, this is the frame I chose, and also a base plate to lock your hands in there, and man, does that feel great. This thing fits my hand like a glove. Super natural when you go to point and aim. Absolutely love it. I'm not going to tell you what brand these are yet. That'll come later on in a series of me going step by step my builds on SIG P365 since you guys wanted to see a bunch of builds. But anyways, 12+1 setup. Like I said, with this grip module, super ergonomic, feels really good in the hand. This right here is not optics ready. It comes with 3-dot night sights. I don't run optics on a lot of my firearms. It has the SIG finish. I'm not a big fan of the SIG finish. That's why we're going to be swapping out the slide. I've heard about a lot of rust issues. I'm also not a fan of the finish on the barrel, but no big deal. I have not had any issues with it so far. I love the modularity between both of these because both of their slides can go on their little brother's frame. Like this slide can fit on the original Hellcat, and it has something just like this built in right in that frame. So it's like basically a dust cover for your guide rod, and that would work on the Springfield Armory Hellcat. Just like this can go on the P365 original, right? It does not have those memory pads, but it does have some stippling and stuff, which is nice. But it does have the weird rail that SIG decided to put on the P365s, which in my opinion, my thumb just slips. And the texturing, I'd have to go back here to get on that texturing, but I've never liked this because your thumb just slides and doesn't help you fight recoil, even though the recoil is very minimal with the SIGs. But overall, pretty decent shooter. Like I said, I don't mind shooting the SIG P365s at all. I think they're great shooters. Firearm is clear as always. As you can see here, no reinforcement feed ramp, right? So if that firearm or if that round nosedives, you're gonna have an issue. But trigger pull, super crisp, super clean, super light, very short reset. Great trigger. A little too short in my opinion, or a little too light and short in my opinion for everyday carry use, but I would still carry it, especially once I finish my build. The thing I like about both these is they both have magazine options. But what I do like a little bit better than the Springfield is the SIG, you can swap out the grip module and make it to the original grip module. Make this short with a long slide, long barrel. You can be very modular with the SIG, which the Hellcat Pro you can't. But the original Hellcat, you can be modular when it comes to your magazine options with those grip sleeves. So overall, I like the Hellcat Pro better. But like I said, I'm on a journey to making the SIG P365 of my dreams that I absolutely love and that I want to carry. And so far, I'm on the right path. They're both great firearms. They're both great firearms that people carry every single day. And they're both great firearms that people defend themselves with reliably. Now, in the past, I have had reliability issues with one of my SIGs. No big deal. It got fixed. Not a single issue since. So, we're just going to build one that is perfect for me. And then we'll see. Will I actually start carrying a SIG? But both great firearms. Trust them both. Love them both. But I do like the Hellcat Pro, as I think when you buy the Gear Up package for $520, you get 5 magazines, optics ready, night sights, a range bag for $520. You are good to go right out of the box. With the SIGs, in my opinion, there are Gear Up packages and stuff like that, but if you want to buy their extra mags, they're like $50, $60. And on top of that, there's some stuff I don't like right out of the box from SIG. It just is what it is. But two great firearms, and if you like SIG better as a brand, then this is the way to go for you. Two very smooth shooters, two great defensive firearms, not too big. A lot of people can conceal these easily. A lot of people can carry these easily. Won't know what's on them. Two great options, but I do think the Hellcat Pro takes it when it comes to overall shootability, less recoil, less muzzle flip. There's just something about this Hellcat and the way it fits in your hand. Absolutely love it. But two great options. I appreciate it. Thanks for watching.